And in that same great spirit of cooperation, government has also decided to reduce the rate of the transfer. The coverage of the levy with respect to transfers from bank accounts of individuals has also been clarified as bank transfers on an instant pay digital platform or application originating from a bank account belonging to an individual subject to a daily threshold to be determined by the minister. Mr. Speaker, at the consideration stage, I'll be bringing the necessary amendments to reflect these changes. Mr. Speaker, further to this, and to ensure accountability, government shall, as part of the media review and annual budget statement, provide a statement showing the quantum of levy collected and the purposes for which it has been applied. I'd like to thank the House for the accommodation during these 4 months. As a nation, there will be many battles, but for us as a people, the battle remains the law. And its time is the right time. I pray the House indulgence for full passage of the e-levy bill. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Chairman of the Finance Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to second the motion and in the process present your committee's report. Mr. Speaker, the Electronic Transfer Levy Bill 2021 was presented and read the first time in the House on Thursday.
Been distributed a long time ago.
Was presented to the House on Thursday, the 16th of December 2021. Mr. Speaker, the committee met with officials from...
Honorable Chairman, I see the minority leader on. Yes, what is it?
Mr. Speaker, the danger of us being in the known. Members want copies, so if you can direct the table to be making available, yes, you made it available before we went on adjournment. We were just told that you are taking the motion now. So it's fair that members are given copies. So kindly direct the table to ensure that whilst he is on his feet, I have my copy, the Honorable Atu has his copy. We will follow you, but members are entitled to copies of the committee's report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well, my minority leader, you are just drawing my attention to it. I'm not aware that members have not been given copies of Honorable members, please, honorable members, it's right for you to confirm what the minority leader has said. After that confirmation, we just have to give opportunity for the speaker to give a ruling in the matter. You don't keep on talking till doomsday. You have supported the point he made. I'm not aware. He has drawn my attention. You have confirmed that yes, you don't have copies. So I will listen to the majority leader and we'll see why copies have not been given to you, or if they've been given to you and you have misplaced it, we'll get to know. Yes, majority leader.
And if it's an issue.
Mr. Speaker, if I heard the minority leader well, I think the indication he gave is that now that the motion has been moved, if members could have copies of the report in order to be able to follow the debate. I think it's a legitimate request. However, the truth of the matter is that this report has been circulated to us since last year. The Speaker, if I may, I'm not sure that any one of us in this house would say that is not had a copy of this report. We've had copies of this report. If the issue is that, yes.
Honorable members, please give him the opportunity. You will get yours. Give him the opportunity. He's a leader of the house. At least give some modicum of respect to your leaders. You all have opportunity. We'll give you. Please.
The Speaker, the point I was making is that members have been given copies. It's been quite a long while ago. And if I listen to the minority leader, the application that he submitted, he said, given the circumstances, he was making an application that members be said while the debate goes on. The Speaker, that's the import of his application. And I agree that because of the length of time, that's as far since it was circulated to members, if the request is that, can we have additional supply of the reports? The Speaker is legitimate, but as a matter of the records, this report has been given to us. But I agree with him that the table officers must make every effort while the debate is going on to have the report redistributed to all of us. Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Yes, Deputy Whip, minority.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, it is a fact that on the 17th of December 2021, this report was distributed. A procedural motion was moved. Hair count, a division was called on the procedural motions. About 38 people voted as to whether it should be taken under certificate of urgency, and there was disorder, so it became inconclusive. The Speaker, last week we were pushing for certainty so that members will be aware as to whether the report was to be taken this week, so that coming from our various houses we come with the report. So the concern that was being raised by the minority leader was to draw your attention that members from last week to this morning were not aware that this motion was going to be moved today. And as a result of that, their reports or copies of their report are not with them. So we are both on the same page. If additional copies cannot be distributed to members, then maybe we can suspend for members to go to their offices and bring their copies. These are two options. We either take option A by distributing additional copies, or option B by suspending for members to go to their offices and bring the copies. Mr. Speaker, case closed.
Deputy Whip, minority, you can't just close the case like that. Yes, Honorable Lafiamakwo.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Order 212, Sub 2 and Sub 3. Mr. Speaker, the matter that confronts us is the fact that the Finance Committee seeks to lay the report of the bill in question and get the House to debate it. Mr. Speaker, customarily, by way of practice, members ought to have this report read through, be prepared to be able to debate the principles properly. Mr. Speaker, that was why last week we were seeking guidance from the business statement. to be able to be prepared for this week. We've been surprised this morning, and all we are demanding, Mr. Speaker, is to be given 30 minutes at least to be able to read the report and be ready to debate it forcefully with them and make our point. That's all we demand, Mr. Speaker. 30 minutes deferment, 30 minutes.
Well, after listening to both sides, the report was laid and distributed to members. And members, because of the issue, its impact, you're dealing with taxation of the people. It has generated a lot of interest, not just public interest, international. And so I'm sure that members will have taken time to read it because you debated it outside the floor of this House. But if you want to have the copies available to be referring to, the copies are being distributed now. I don't think it's proper for us to suspend the sitting. I want us to continue, but I'll give enough time for you to read through the report and to be able to make meaningful contribution. I'll be compelled now to reduce the time limits for members as initially proposed by leadership, because as I indicated, we need to adjourn early for the House to be put in order, for some rehearsal to be taken on before tomorrow. So, honorable members, you are entitled to take a position in this matter, and that position will be articulated and voted on. So that one is for you to decide, not for Speaker. And so let's continue. Let the motion be seconded, and then we'll give you opportunity. In fact, your ranking member is so fired up that he's been itching to put across his views. I am observing him, and he's very fired up.